I think there's a fair bit that goes into the absolute disruptive period we are having with reorganising what was, for a couple of hundred years, the fourth estate or the fourth power, which was the role of an independent, free journalism that could provide accountability and also a platform. So, Jackie, when you're talking about trust and trust us, or what I could cling to there was when you were saying honesty. Okay, so if honesty is a part of trust, then how do you communicate it? Because this is got to be the most watched platform for politicians to have an engaging, complex conversation. And when you reference Twitter, frankly, part of the challenges we're having is we've gone to 1 second appetites with ideas. You can't have complex conversations around that.
Well, that's why I've written opinion pieces, because I don't think you can respond in 1 sentence responses.
Well, you can't, unless you're Hemingway's 6-word story. If you're a really good writer.
30-second grabs, mate. 30-second grabs.
I think what we are starting to see, and there's a guy who wrote about it in 2011, published his Harvard case on it, and is that we're starting to see a connected fourth estate. We don't quite know what that's going to look like. So we see our role as a mentoring organisation to actually fill some of that void that's been dislocated, and to publish stories and to inquire and to try and understand what's going on behind the scenes. And I think you're seeing a real reordering of how information is shared. And at the moment, for the really big social media groups, there's as much in question for their responsibility for the current platform we have. Because yes, there's question time, but I can tell you there's not many people my age, not many people in primary school, not many people in high school who are tuning into question time. So there are platforms and communication which are eating at kids' brains. The phone is one of the most complex addictive devices we've ever had invented in human history. It's changed the way our brain is working. So we're in a very, very disrupted, dislocated time, which comes back to the first question. The responsibility for all of us to start to be mentors, guides, philosophers, journalists, and try and be stronger in how we decipher and understand information becomes part of the challenge, primary school kids and the like as well. So I think you've got to acknowledge the time that we're in and how we can try and find solutions.
But how do things like those platforms mean that we're no longer listening to that knowledge and science-based learning?
Oh, it's pretty simple. Like, you used to sit down and have a conversation with someone, and so the teacher, for example, it was great. Like, I didn't get along with a lot of my teachers at school. I used to get in a fair bit of trouble. But I had to listen to whoever it was, because they had access to the information for me to pass my tests. Now, in my pocket, see you later. I can go to YouTube, I can learn from 5,000 more adept experts in that field, that teachers don't have information to hold over as authority anymore. So traditional spaces, which were these really rich areas for encounter and conversation, have been completely discombobulated.